Well, welcome back to my channel, Champ Flyer 334. Today we're going to, because it is so hot today, holy cow is it warm. It was hot yesterday, and I thought, you know what, today'd be a great day to pressure wash something with the pressure washer. So that spray back making you a little bit wet while you're doing that would really feel good today. So we're going to wash the baler down. It's not in very bad, it's not too dirty. I did pressure wash it once before. We're going to go over it again though, do a little video of it showing off the pressure washer a little bit. This is a North Star pressure washer that I bought at auction. When I bought it, the pump was bad, it had frozen. So the pump was bad, so I put a new pump on it. That's an eBay pump. And to make it so that would work, I did put another drain outlet on it. Down here, there's a second drain outlet that was not on it originally. That was plugged off. This is where the pressure line taps on. You connect the pressure line for the wand on it, but both sides of these drain the coil. That's what that's about. I can blow air in one side and have water come out the other side to make sure I get it all cleaned out for wintertime use or storage. I mean, the one thing I'm having trouble with this is I can't get the burner to work on the coil here. I do get spark off of these two spark plugs, but I can't get fuel to come up out of this and into this nozzle, which is right there. The nozzle's off of it right now, but it's a typical nozzle for like an oil furnace or something like that. But I've been trying to get it to work, and I have it determined. It's in this wiring somewhere. It's either a switch, which I think it's this switch right down here. I think it's this switch. It's giving me trouble, but I don't know how to test it, and I can't find a wiring diagram to know exactly which wire is which. I have not taken the ohm meter or the continuity tester and tested the wires that way. That might help if I do that. But this is getting a little bit more complicated than what I can understand, because I don't have a wiring diagram. I've looked for one online, and I don't have an owner's manual. I've looked for that online, and I can't find them right now. So for this particular serial number, I can find for other serial numbers for North Star, but not for this serial number. So I may end up just taking it to somebody that works on these things and say, you know, make it work. And don't hurt me too bad. So, but as far as a pressure washer, a cold water pressure washer, this thing's great. That pump is a 4,000 PSI pump that I put on there. But it's 4,000 maximum, 3,500 pound constant. So I like to run at about 2,500 pound. That's plenty of pressure for anything that I ever do, that I ever need it for. And I have this oscillating or rotating tip on it. Boy, I like that thing. Man, that thing works great. The other spray, I have a bunch of other spray tips for it too that work. But man, that tip there, it really works great. It runs in a spinning motion, and it really cleans well. So I got to get some gas put in here. I got to get the foam cannon out. We're going to foam this thing real good, and then we'll spray her down, and I'll show you how she works. So here we go. One quick shout out to my buddy Travis, Northeast Ohio farmer. He's the pressure washing king. He pressure washes everything they own twice or three times. And he does a really good job. Even though he complains a little bit once in a while, he does a really good job at what he does. So just a shout out to Travis, and you're my hero, buddy, for all your pressure washing. Okay, just a quick mention here about the foam cannon I'm using. This is an eBay purchase. I don't know exactly where I bought it. I've had this for several years now. As you can see though, on the end it has a variable tip. You see how that tip opens and closes? And that's how much foam you apply as you're spraying it on there. I usually run it about right there. Maybe, yeah, about right in there somewhere I run it. So I'm not putting a whole lot of foam on, but this thing really does you'll see when I do it, it puts a tremendous amount of foam on. That is Dawn dishwashing detergent mixed 50-50 with water is all that is. And the idea, Dawn is a grease cutter, and it's way cheaper than the grease cutters you buy at the parts store. So I just use Dawn detergent to spray on there and then let it set a little bit, do its thing to work on the grease, and then spray her off. Okay, we're set up, we're running. I'm going to start out with the foam cannon. I'm under 1,000 pounds pressure on the foam cannon. You'll see how it works. Now, I'm trying to adjust the nozzle a little bit so you can see the difference of how this thing works. But it's extremely impressive, believe me. To unhook this thing, pull back on that quick coupler and disconnect it. Now you saw when I twisted this end piece here, the more I opened it, the more of a straight stream I got. The more I closed it, the wider the spray was. I like the wide spray because it gets everything. So here we go, I'm going to touch the oscillating end on it. There it is, it's on. I'm going to fire it up, go up to about 2,500 PSI, and scrub her down. I hope you can see as this thing runs how it spins. You can see the actual plume of water spinning. You see how it spins. It's pretty cool. It really takes that heavy grease and heavy dirt, brings it right off. That spinning action. It's almost like it's scrubbing it. Really cool how it works. There, I've got the pressure turned down. Maybe you can see it better there, how it spins. Yeah, see how it spins? Goes around in a circle. It's very impressive how that thing works. If anybody doesn't have one of these, you ought to look for one. Tractor Supply, Rural King, online, about anywhere. Really neat thing. I've had this for 25 years, I'll bet, with other pressure washers. But it really, really works neat. Okay, that's got her washed down, cleaned up pretty good. I like to have equipment cleaned up so that if you get a leak, something happens, you can detect it real easy, real quick. It shows up real easy. And besides, this side especially is going to get slopped up again once I oil these chains and stuff. Get them all adjusted. It's going to get slopped up anyhow. The door that belongs on this side was bent, so I have it off, and I've been working on getting it straightened up. I've got it where it's ready to go back on now. I cleaned it up yesterday, but I'll get this door put back on so that it keeps anything out of here. Any foreign debris, any fingers or anything like that that might get in there. But, holy cow, something wrong there. Something needs fixed there. See, that's another thing. That's why you clean them up. Another thing to look at. Supposed to be a snap ring or something on there. Spacer or something with a snap ring. Or a cotter pin, one of the two. Something needs to be on there to hold that in place. This is a used baler I bought. Trying to get it fixed up. Once I get it fixed up, I bell with it. I confirm that everything works. It will belong to somebody else. But this is how I like to do them. Buy them, fix them up, make them right, so that somebody can depend on them. For an old machine, you know how dependable old machines are. They're never going to break down at the right time. They always break down when you really need them. That's just the way life is. So, but that pressure washer, man, that thing worked great. Bought that at auction. With, like I say, the pump was broke on it, and they said at the auction it didn't make heat. So I got it really cheap, and I've got maybe $500 into it so far, and more additional, and then so I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased. So it does a great job. So anyway, there's washing with a pressure washer. Mainly to get a little bit wet today to try and keep the heat from bothering me so much, because boy, it is going to be a hot one today. So next step, we got to go get water. I'm about out of water. The water level is down to here, and it's lower than what the actual pump is, so now the water doesn't want to gravity feed into the pump. So time to go to the pond and get some water. So maybe I'll take you along with me down to the pond while we get water. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate everybody that watches, tunes into my stupid little channel, watches the dumb things that I get myself into. But this is my life, my retired life. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. God bless.